Hi, my name is Barbara Hawkins Dixon,
And I'm Darlene Mayman.
and we are the authors of Substance of Building a Healthy Relationship.
And our subject today is choosing peace over drama. Good morning, everybody. We glad to be here for another year. We bringing 2026 in on a good note, on a good spirit, and we trying to just want to come in and say that we hope everybody's year started off good. And we wanted to explain that we haven't been in here for a while because this month has been really busy for me and Barbara, but we back. We don't want you guys to think we ain't gone because we not, because we gonna keep it going. So today we was talking about choosing peace over drama, and I always say that I would rather, instead of arguing with someone, kind of just keep the peace. Sometimes you don't have to say anything, just to keep the peace, and to stop the argument from continue, because sometimes people take you there, and sometimes you don't want to go there with them, so you try to have peace. But sometimes it's some people that you just sometimes you might have to say a few things or so, but I would rather, if I could, keep it at peace instead of taking into a chaos or a drama. Barbara.
Yes, that's correct. Because a lot of times, once you have had encountered, we all encounter drama in our life at one state or another, whether it's in a relationship, friendship, or just every day, living the things that we encounter in the world. But it's important to remain in a peaceful state of mind
Mm-hmm.
because people can trigger the side of you that you want to stay tame. So,
Mm-hmm.
you just have to choose to be in a peaceful place and not let anyone steal your joy because you could be sometimes in just a good mood, a good spirit, and
Yeah.
negativity just come in and then it like ruins your whole day.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to learn to rise above that and to not let that uh, control you. You stay in control of your mindset
Mm-hmm.
because once you give your peace to someone else, then they take it and run with it.
That's
So,
true.
yeah, remain peaceful within yourself and try to be happy. This is a new year. Make it a new you.
I know.
Change all the things that you could change about
Mhm,
yourself and your
mhm,
lifestyle, whether it means adding peoples, eliminating peoples,
mhm,
uh, negative peoples that
mhm.
uh, want to stay in a still position and you trying
Yes.
to move on and achieve your goals to make your life better. Uh,
Mhm.
it's to the point where you need to stop talking about it and let your actions speak louder than your
Yeah,
words,
true.
darling.
And I agree with you, and I'm gonna give you an example of what you just said, because I'm just gonna use myself as an example, because I see myself as just trying to be the calm, peaceful person who don't want to be in a lot of chaos. And the example I'm gonna use is like just me intentionally just being at work, right? Just being at work, and that's on every job. You always gonna have somebody there who gonna
Yes,
always keep up the ball, the crap
right,
that's going on. And you try to not get involved with that because sometimes I be like, people ought to just be quiet and let people be who they are. Because you can't change nobody to be who you want them to be, right? And I work with people that are just like, and then I look at it too, maybe because they're the young generation, and because I'm older, so I kind of have to overlook the young generation because they learning, they still learning. I had to tell myself I was there too, but then
right.
sometimes when I see older ones like myself blend in with the younger one with the chaos and the bull crap, I kind of get mad because I'm like, you the elders, you should be putting them in their place and don't be putting yourself involved with that. Tell them what's right instead of getting involved with all that foolishness. So I have taught myself, I said I was going to start as of this year until I'm there retirement. I can't wait. I'm counting the months down, right? So I said that I'm going to, if people just approach me with some crap about somebody else just because they don't like them, I'm going to stop them right at their point. Like, you know what? If you ain't got nothing positive to say, then don't say nothing. Because sometimes, people just want to keep you. One bad apple shouldn't spoil for everybody. You got people that, because they don't like somebody, they want to come to you and talk about them so you not like them too. But why do you not like a person because somebody else don't like them? That person never did nothing to you. And you'll be amazed how people are turned on people. And that person ain't even did nothing to them, but because you with that certain clique, then you keeping up with what they talking about. Now you don't like this person. I hate chaos. I like peace. And I said, so we had something going on and they approached me with it one night. And I like, you know what? If that's the way you talking about that person, and then, but when you see them, you smiling in their face. I can imagine what you saying about me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying
but you have to remember that people's have is at different maturity levels.
Yeah.
And so, that's what you have to pay attention to too. So if I try to not put myself in a situation where I'm around or involved with people that's not to my status or maturity or above it.
Right.
Because when someone is still have that immature mindset, then what do you expect from them?
Right.
So
I agree with you on that.
You have to, like we say, set your boundaries. That don't mean you can't be polite. Hi, how you doing? But you keep it moving because what could I learn from you?
Right.
I've been there. I have lived through that stage of my life. I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm trying to move ahead.
Yes.
So you have to that's what I meant when I say sometimes you have to, in order to have peace, you have to eliminate people.
Right.
Because if they're not moving in your direction, you have to move on without them.
Right. And what gets me too, Bob, is like, okay, just say you in your relationship, or just with an individual, giving an example. They'll start the chaos. They'll start the chaos, start the argument, and then you try to ignore it. But then after a while, you be like, okay, I gotta say something, right? Because it just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And then when you speak your mind, then they'll say, I don't want to hear it. I just want peace. I don't want to have no argument. Well, how you gonna say, so sorry, how you gonna say you don't want to have no argument and you just started the whole damn problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna say you want peace?
You know what we call those.
So how you gonna say you want peace?
Narcissists. That they only see from their point of view.
Yeah.
They don't see or don't want to hear your point of view. Your thoughts don't matter. It's just what they feel. You don't have feelings.
Now I was peaceful until you approached me with the crap. I had peace. And then now I'm gonna respond to it. And then when I respond, you're gonna say, well, I ain't trying to argue with you because I want the peace. But you just started the problem.
Right. And that's so crazy. In a case like that, you have to like a shirt that I had made for myself. I speak my mind because it hurts to bite my tongue. You could express your opinion, say what you mean in a respectful way.
Right. Yeah.
With growth, it changed the way I thought about things, and feel about things. Whereas I'm not going to let anyone talk to me in a certain type of way to try to, with all of this negativity, and
Yes.
I keep my mouth shut. No,
Yes.
that's not me. I'm
Right.
going to express my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have their own mindset
Mm-hmm.
because with me, it affects people in different ways. Because
Yeah.
with me, if I allow someone to talk to me in a certain way and I don't address it, guess what? Now I'm mad at
Yeah.
myself
Yeah. Now you made
because
like, well,
I
didn't
let
I
that
should have
go
said
past
something.
me. Like, why did you let that go past you? You
Right.
should have
Right.
said
Yeah,
something.
something.
If you don't defend yourself, nobody else is.
That's
And
it.
so you have to speak your mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You
Just
do.
like they spoke their mind and they walking away and they happy. And now
Yeah.
you sitting there and you miserable and sad, and that's dragging on you the whole
Right.
day.
Now
Like,
you
why
mad.
you got
Now
like
you
that?
now
You
you sitting
mad.
there. You mad the whole day, and every day you see them. Now you mad because you didn't say what you had to
Yeah,
say. You
because
right.
you didn't say nothing and
Yeah.
you held it in.
Yeah. You
And
got to
so,
speak it.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
have learned I'm
Yeah.
going to speak my mind no
Yeah.
matter what. I'm
Yeah.
going to speak it
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm
Sometimes.
only hurting me if I
Right.
do.
And I learned that too. I've grown so much with that because I was the kind that, I would allow things to be said to me, or talking to me any kind of way, and I would just sit back and ignore it and not say anything. But at the end of the day, I'm feeling bad because I didn't have to accept that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I didn't say anything, so it happened. So I've learned now, if you ain't coming to me correct and respectfully, you got a problem, because I'm just not going to let people just feel like they can just talk to me any kind of way. Because what I learned is that if you don't speak up, they be like, oh, I can say what I want to say to that person because they ain't going to never say nothing. Or they
Right.
thinking they're intimidating you, or you scared of them or whatever. And they'll continue to keep like saying what they want to say you and feel that they can talk to you any kind of way because you're not speaking up. So that's where my growth has come from, because now I'm not, I don't care what it is.
Uh-huh.
If it ain't
And
hitting straight with me, I got something to say. And
yeah,
I can be respectful with it too. I don't have to be cussing you out. I don't have to be doing none of that. I can come to you correctly, but you gonna hear what I got to say.
right. I
Yeah.
choose peace over drama, but
Uh-huh.
sometimes the peace means to speak your mind.
Yes. Yeah, you
The
have to.
drama could also be when you don't speak your mind
Yeah, yeah,
because that brings a bad feeling within yourself.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's important to be peaceful, and especially I always have to remind myself,
Mm-hmm.
we in our 60s and everything,
Right.
and
Yes.
it make you look at life different because you
Mm-hmm.
already know that at this point, we're not getting 60 something more years. And
Right,
so
right.
these years that we have left, I'm looking at them as being crucial.
Yes.
Whereas it's time to do the things that you dreamed about doing, time
Mm-hmm.
to,
Yes.
do the things
Yes.
that you enjoy. And
Yeah.
you don't want to go through your entire life uh feeling like you missed out on this, you didn't do
Yeah.
this,
Are
you
you
had an
questioning why you didn't
opportunity,
do
you
something?
question
Yes.
why you didn't do it, and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that now no one knows what the future holds. So
Right.
while you in a good mindset and your body is allowing
Mm-hmm.
you to
Mm-hmm.
do some of the things that you like to do and want to do, this
Yeah.
is the time to step out to do it.
Yes, it
The
is. Yeah.
children's are grown. You, when they're young, it's like being parents. You live your life for your children.
Mm-hmm.
But then once your children is grown and they have their own life and they moving on and living
Mm-hmm.
their lives.
Yes.
So this is the time for you to step out of your comfort
Yes.
zone
That's
and
true.
start enjoying your life because
Yes.
this is our crucial years that
Yeah.
we is living now. And
Yeah.
I want peace and I want to enjoy these.
Yeah, right. Why you don't be stressing out? Because that's stress, and stress is the number one killer. You know that. Why would
Yeah,
you walk around and being stressful of somebody else's chaos, and you stressed out and sick and ill? And guess what? They're gonna be still
they
doing what
laying
they're
back.
doing. They laying
They
back
laying
chilling.
back, cool,
Yeah.
calm, and
Good
collected.
and they done stirred you up. Now you all you all you all stressed out and falling all over and sick and whatever. And they laying back like, oh well, hey, it is, they don't care. So you gotta be, you gotta look out for you. You gotta make sure that you okay. Right. And that's what I said. It's so much to I'm so forward to looking for this year, new things, new beginning, because like you said, we're not promised tomorrow. So instead of
Right,
procrastinating and saying what we gonna do and what we trying to do, it's time to do it now because we older now. And,
right.
and now we don't have nothing in our way. Like you said, our kids are grown and out the way. And now it's our time now. Sorry about that. It's
Yes.
our time now. Yeah. It's just
And
crazy. But
20, I mean, when you look back on your life and uh
uh-huh.
from when we was in our 20s and 30s and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
lifestyle that you live then is different
Mm-hmm.
stages. I feel
Right.
like different stages in your life, you're supposed to be doing different things.
Different
If
things.
you still doing the same thing that you was doing in your 20th and 30th,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
not matured,
Sure. That's true. Yeah.
because I mean when you get older, it's supposed to come with being wiser and
Yes.
making better choices and decisions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if that's not happening, you need to check yourself.
That's true. That's true. And I, like you said, I rather have peace over drama. And it feels good when you peaceful. When you ain't got no drama, when you ain't got nobody to argue with, you ain't got nobody that you got to be dealing with their foolishness, and you can just come home and you can just have peace. It ain't nothing like it. It ain't, I wouldn't give it away for nothing. I wouldn't change it for nothing because being peaceful is the best thing that you can have. It is. And you
Yeah,
can come and go as you please, and you ain't got to argue with nobody or nobody talking foolish to you. That's the best thing to have.
yes, that's true. And
Yeah.
we don't want to leave out the part that you also have to demand your respect from
Yes.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot allow people to treat you the way they want to
Want to
treat you.
treat you. Yes.
You have to have them to treat you the way you deserve to be treated.
That is true. Because
And
people can only treat you the way you let them treat you. If you allow them to do that, then that's what they're gonna do because you accepting it. So then you got to kind of look at yourself. Well, what's wrong with me? I'm sitting here allowing this when I don't have to accept this.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So I just think that peace is a wonderful thing, and who would not choose peace over drama?
I know. I know. I'm so good at
It
walking
has
away
to be
now.
a very confused person
Yes,
to
yes.
want to have drama all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me, like you spoke of about your co-workers, the younger generations, and
Yeah.
it took me back to whereas I'm late coming with this,
Uh-huh.
but my mind had me speaking on another subject. But
Uh-huh.
it reminded me when I was younger, and me and my cousin, we worked at this warehouse together, real package
Uh-huh.
warehouse.
Uh-huh.
And girl, every morning there, this girl would come. Well, we was in our 30s.
Mm-hmm.
She would come there to our land, and she telling us about everything going on with everybody in the plant. She had been there longer than us.
Okay.
And so, oh God, this girl, she that's her husband over here. and he flirting with the girl on this line and this and that. She knew everybody's business in the plant.
Uh-huh.
One day, I wasn't feeling good, didn't want to be there, but you know you will have to push yourself to do
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
do.
Yes.
We get to the line. Now she didn't walk on our line. She just came to our line to gossip with us. Every now and
Mm-hmm.
then she might come to our line. But she made
Mm-hmm.
it her business.
Mm-hmm.
Before we started, how you be in position 10 minutes or 15 minutes before the
Yeah.
line start rolling.
Mm-hmm.
She make it her business to come to our table to tell us all of this about these peoples. I told her this particular day, I said, look, I do not come here every day to listen to you and your gossip. I could care less what these peoples is doing here. I'm
Mm-hmm.
here for two reasons: the work and to get paid. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't come here looking for friends. I didn't come here to listen to nobody's drama. I said, because I'm telling you right now, I don't argue. I fight. And girl, I was so mad with that lady. I said,
Uh-huh.
I don't argue, I fight because arguing is wasted energy. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, so go to your line. And do you know that girl never came back to our line with that?
Yeah, because you had to put her in her place.
Put in
Sometimes
her
you have to
place.
do that, right.
Who want to hear that the first thing in the morning? And we had like at that time, I was working like 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 in the morning. And who want to hear that 4 o'clock in the morning?
I know, all that mess.
All of that mess. 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
Oh,
but that stopped all of that.
uh-huh. That sometimes you gotta do that. And then they know don't come to you with that no more.
Right.
I didn't been through that too a couple of times with stuff like that. You gotta kind of tell people, then they don't come with you that anymore because they know you ain't trying to hear all that foolishness.
Right.
I don't know. People just, I don't know. We just
They
don't be
miserable
serious.
and
They
ain't got
miserable.
nothing going on. And
Hmm.
so they need company.
They need company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need company to
Yeah.
feel the way that they do.
Right. That's why
So
they
they can
always say,
feed off of your energy.
right.
You
That's
help
why
building that negativity up. If you going with it, God, yeah, for real. What?
yeah, that's what I'm
You know,
saying.
that type of stuff.
Uh-huh. That's why you gotta keep your circle small. That's why I said keep my circle. I don't have a circle. I don't have a
Okay.
circle. I mean, you know what? And I'm happy with that. I used to be. I was told one time, uh, you don't have no friends. You don't do nothing. You don't socialize with nobody. And I was like, and I'm good with that because I don't need no circle. I don't
Right.
need no friends. I don't need a bunch of friends. I don't. You because sometimes you gotta watch the friends that's in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because the ones that you think are your friends be only your friends just to see what you doing and what they can say about you and see your downfall. You know, so I've
Yeah, because
always, yeah,
every smile does not mean
they're your friend.
they're
Yes,
your friend.
that's true. That is true. And I was
People look
always like
at
that.
you and try
Yeah.
to, they
Mm-hmm.
try to fill you out, to try
Yeah.
to see what you're about. And
Mm-hmm.
they come like a demon trying
Yeah.
to get into your business so they could spread it
Or
or
something to talk
see what
about.
kind
Yeah.
of dreams or ambitions you have so they could
Mm-hmm.
secretly wish for your downfall and hope
Downfall.
you don't achieve
Yeah.
whatever your
That's why
goal
you
is
can't
that
tell
you're
it.
trying to achieve. So
Yeah.
that's why it's important. Like I say, I always been a private person. So
Mm-hmm.
with me running my mouth telling my business, it's not gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
So you could stop poking, trying to find this out.
What I'm
Because guess
doing.
what? I'm
Right.
not poking in nobody else's business trying to find things out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I was like
people
that.
tells you what they want you to know. If
Right.
I'm not telling you anything, please don't ask me.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
I'm not going to dib and dab and try to find out what you got going on. I
Right.
can
You
care
know.
less. That's what you have on. You
Right.
have going on.
Yeah. That's why you don't. That's why. like you said, choosing peace over drama. I rather be that way, especially as we older now. We in our 60s, like we said, we got time for all that. I think about all the times when I was younger and all the drama and chaos and stuff I used to be involved in. And then, like you said, as you get older, you mature. You kind of see. That's why sometimes when I look at the young generations, I be like, well, they still learning. That was me.
Right.
That was me. So you don't want to down them too much because that was you.
But
That was.
Darlene, I must say,
Uh-huh.
even though you look at some of these young people today,
Uh-huh.
and I say some, not all, because you
Mhm.
have a lot of younger, mature
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, you look at them and you say, at that age, I was much more mature
Well,
than
we
that.
didn't do the stuff that they do. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
much more mature than that.
We didn't even think about the stuff like they do today,
Right.
like disrespecting your parents and your elders and stuff. We didn't
Yes.
do nothing
We
like
wouldn't
that.
do that.
We
Our
wouldn't even think to do
neighbors
nothing
and,
like that.
the friends, parents, and stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't call them by their name. It was
Amen.
Mrs.
Miss or Mister.
Mister,
Yeah.
stuff like that. The younger
Mhm.
generations now, they want to call you just like you they friend.
Yeah, they friend call you by your
Yeah,
name or whatever. But see, it all depends. It's a whole new generation because when we was growing up, and that's what I call with parents too. I feel that a lot of these kids today is because of what they being trained and taught at home, and they're not getting the discipline that they need. Now I'm gonna take that back because some parents do as best they can to discipline their kids, right? And they still go out there and do the wrong
yeah.
thing.
They
So I
still
ain't gonna.
go
I'm
out
gonna
there and
take
do the
that back.
wrong thing.
But just the difference with this generation and our generation is that our parents didn't play. When they meant what they said and they said what they meant, and you got knocked upside your head. These kids now ain't studying their parents. They be going at their parents and hitting
Right.
on their parents, and I be like, unbelievable. Ain't no way.
Yes. And
Ain't no way.
during
Yes.
our years, all our parents had to do was look at us a certain way,
Girl, right,
and we
right.
knew what that meant.
I know my
You
mama
better
used to
get
give me.
on the way.
Girl, my mama used to give me a look that could kill, right? And I used to always say, she got ears in the back of her head because my mama will always, if I say something smart under my lip, Barbara, I'm not joking. All of a sudden, I hear something coming behind me. Bam, I heard that, right? I mean,
Yes.
she way in the kitchen. How the heck she heard when
Yes.
our parents did not play.
Yes.
Our
That's
parents
so
did not
true. They
play.
did not play.
Why? You didn't think to raise up at your parents or talk to your parents or disrespect your parents or your grandparents any kind of way. When I see that girl and I see these kids today, I get so mad. I be want to punch them in the head. Are you actually talking to them like that? Like, I mean, you kind of wonder what's going on. Like these kids today, girl. I shake my head. All we gotta do now with our kids today, girl, is pray for them. Because kids attacking parents and killing parents, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's sad to say, but a lot of these younger kids is experiencing with all these different type of drugs and
Yeah,
everything out
yeah,
here,
yeah.
and not in their right mind. And
Mm-hmm.
so I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these kids, they have to start thinking more logical,
Yeah, but then
and not giving
yeah,
in to this peer pressure because your friend tried it. Now they trying
yeah,
to get you to
you
try it,
did.
and
Yeah.
this and that, and you fall victim to that.
That's why it's so important for parents to speak to their kids and talk to their kids. Because if they don't, the world gonna have them out there messed up.
Right.
Let
And
them
I
know
don't care
everything good
about the fact
friends.
that
Yeah.
people saying that, okay, this a different stage in life. This a different generations, and
Yeah.
making all of this unhealthy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and this unlogical thinking, healthy thinking. So what? Time has changed. So that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that everything that the peoples are doing is right because time has
Right.
changed.
True. True.
You have to still have your boundaries of how far you're gonna go. That
Right.
doesn't make it right. Say, for instance, people feel like, okay, well, people's doing this and people's doing that, and this legal now, and this is that. So what?
That don't mean that you got to
That
do it.
don't mean that you have to do it because the
Right.
world have
People is
changed
doing it.
and made things different.
Yeah.
You still have your mindset
Yeah.
and a feeling within you of what's right and what's
Right. And
wrong.
what's wrong? Right. Because
And
ain't
you
nobody
don't
make you
let
do nothing you
nobody
don't
let
want to
you
do. Yes.
change from your level of
Yes.
growth to go into something that you know is not healthy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's true.
for you, all the decisions that's made in this world today is not healthy.
Right.
They making it easier for people to destroy their lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you have to know from within, from the way you was raised, the way,
Mm-hmm.
your upbringing, what you was taught, that
Yes.
lives on in you. So
Yes.
you have to remember all of that stuff. And
Yeah.
that'll help you make better decisions. Like, no, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't raised to do that.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't care about this
Yeah.
because this 2026 now, and
Mm-hmm.
people's are allowing this, the world, the government, everybody is allowing this and that. I don't care. That's not the way I was brought up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
I
so I'm
know.
not
But you see,
going to change me to fit in with the world. If I
yeah.
have to stand alone, let me stand alone.
There you go. Right. That's what I always used to tell. And I think that's how we used to raise our kids, that we installed in them what was installed in us. And I look at my children's and grandkids, and I'm glad that what I installed in them, that's what they're carrying into their kids too. And I'm sure
Right.
that's the same with your kids, because that's what we installed in them. So they're going to know the wrong for the what's wrong and what's right, and it's their decision because they know what they should do and shouldn't do. That's a decision that they make to do. It wasn't like they was taught that you don't
Right.
do this and you don't do that. That's a decision that they made. You're gonna either do right or you're gonna do wrong, either one.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
so if you on the right track, stay on the right track and don't fall victim to being people's pleaser. Because
Yes.
when you trying to please people's, you letting yourself down.
Yeah.
So it's
True.
important to please yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel you on that one, girl. So did you make any I don't do New Year's resolution. We on another whole subject now. But did you make anything that you want to change for this year?
Well, I didn't really make a New Year's resolution,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I have within myself
Mm-hmm.
uh, figured out some things that I would like to change about me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I won't say New Year's resolutions, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, I want to take growth to a different level.
Yeah.
And yeah, and how they say
Mhm.
expand my horizon and
Expand your horizon. Why I knew you, and that's what I said. I didn't want to plan anything. I never say what I'm gonna do for New Year's because you make plans and that don't happen. So I learned to don't even say stuff like that.
right.
I
So
try
I
to
just
day by
deal with
day.
myself with
Yeah.
those issues and watch them grow, watch them develop.
Uh-huh. You want to
Then
see
when
the
I
whole.
reached that goal, I said, "Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Lord."
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
but
that's
I'm
the thing
through with
about me.
just putting New Year's resolutions out there because then
Yeah.
when you don't meet that goal, you
You're
be
right.
disappointed.
You get disappointed, and I
Yeah,
think I see if I'm on like a uh just do it. If you're gonna
yeah,
do it, just do it. Don't
right.
procrastinate about it. Don't say what you should do or you shouldn't do. If you're gonna do it, then just do it. That's why I meant this year. Just don't continue just procrastinate on things. I'm on to see a better me, a new me, better than what I was last year. You always want to progress and see yourself expanding and doing better than what you did before, right? So I don't want to be the
Yes.
same person that I was last year. Each year you want to try to better yourself and grow.
And what I would like to see
Uh-huh.
is with our writing and everything, I would like
Yes.
to see that go to a complete different level.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, no, we on. That's what I like when we talk about our writing and everything, because even with the little children book we just did, we just said we're gonna do it and we did it. It was nothing, but that's the whole thing. If you're gonna do it, do it. And
Right?
just like we
Don't
just
talk
did our new
about it. Let
children's
your
book, we
actions speak
just did
louder
it.
than your words.
Right. And like we was
Yeah.
talking about, expanding our work study book, working on
Right.
that. We got so much that we would like to see done. But like I said, faith without work is there. We can't be talking about it. We have to get up and do it.
Right.
You got to get up and do it. I think I put something on TikTok. I said, you want more. What you say, you want more, but you don't give more. Get up off your lazy butt and do something. Right. I
Right.
put something on there like that because
Uh-huh.
which meaning
Because
was
it's
that
not gonna happen
it
without
ain't
work.
gonna happen if you
You
sit
can
on it.
sit
Right.
there and say all day, every day, oh, I want to do this. I
Uh-huh.
want to do that. But if
Mm-hmm.
you don't put the effort and the
You
work
don't do it
into
and
it,
doing
it
it.
ain't gonna
And
never happen.
it just gonna sit there. It just gonna
When
sit
you
there.
hear people talk about where they came from, their success stories, they
Uh-huh.
didn't say, oh, I woke up overnight and this was
They
laying here
had a
next
lot
to
of
me.
downfalls before they
They
got to where
had
they was
downfalls,
at. Yes.
and
Uh-huh.
I'm at the point where I feel like I don't fail
Mm-hmm.
if I don't achieve something
Mm-hmm.
that I learned a lesson from every failure,
Mm-hmm.
which
If you don't
helps me
succeed,
to
try again.
rebuild and
Mm-hmm.
get up and try
And
again.
try it again.
I
Yes.
don't
Yes.
fail.
You don't leave it there because you
Yes,
fail. Okay, that didn't work. I need to try
yes.
something
I
else now.
got to try another
Yeah,
approach,
yeah.
and this will happen. So that's how I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling about our writing. And
Mm-hmm.
the goal is for both of us to have a bestseller out there.
I hear that.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna pray
do
on
our
amen.
thing. We're
I'm
gonna do
claiming
our
that.
thing.
We're gonna claim that.
It don't
I'm
stop
claiming it.
here. This
Yeah,
is just the beginning. We building. I take this as we building our platform.
there you go.
We
Yeah.
building it,
We're building the
and so
platform.
we start from the bottom, but we moving on gradually, moving on up, and we're
Yeah.
gonna reach that top.
Yes, we are, Barbara. We are, and we're gonna we're gonna do it. We gonna, of course, been there. We're gonna have downfalls. That's all part of it because
Right,
ain't nothing
that's
that's
our
gonna
part
fall out
of
of
it.
the sky and it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to go through some stuff to get to where you at. I don't know.
Yes,
People think that when they want to do something and the downfalls come and then they get disappointed. No, that's all part of your growth.
that's
You're
part of your growth.
gonna have some downfalls, and that's
And
what
nobody
helps you.
knows everything. And
Yes.
so it's going to be some issues. It's going to
Yes.
be experiences where we have to learn more and
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
more. Just for instance, from the time we wrote, the first book,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we learning as we go. We don't
Right.
know everything
So we
about it,
learning about
but
publishing and
we
things that we
learning
need to know.
about these different
Yeah.
things.
Right.
We not just settling for not
For anything.
for anything and not
Mm-hmm.
uh, knowing what we need to do next.
Right. Yeah.
We doing our investigations on these. We our
Mm-hmm. We doing our
research.
researches. Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's how we
doing
know.
these type of things to find out and to
Mm-hmm.
what we could do to make it better with each
Right.
book. What we could
Yeah.
do to make it better the next time.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
there's a learning
Yes.
experience. We start
It
from the
is.
bottom and move on up to the top. Move on
There
up
you
to the
go. And
top.
we're gonna build that platform.
Yeah,
We're gonna build that
building that
platform.
platform and
Mm-hmm.
gonna get there.
Because see,
Uh-huh.
with that note, and I say this to everybody: if you have a goal or a dream, you know, don't be discouraged, you know, because it didn't do or it didn't expand like you wanted to, and then you give up. Never give up on your goals or dreams, because you're going to have mistakes, you're going to have downfall, but the goal is to don't sit on that downfall, to get up and keep it moving. You know, okay, that didn't work, let me try it this way. That didn't work, let me try it this way. And long as you stay on it, and you know your goals, you have trust in yourself, you know God got you, you got it. But don't be disappointed and just give up on your dreams or your goal, or let some negative people be in your circle and try to down you and saying that this is not going to work. And I'm
But
going to give
that's
you.
what's important. You
Mm-hmm.
don't let anyone
In
talk
your
you
circle.
out of your goals.
Yes.
Everybody is different.
Yes.
Every people's have different goals. So
Yes.
just because you reach yours first, don't
Mm-hmm.
mean that mine ain't coming.
Right. Right.
God walking
And I
within
want,
me too. So
and
when
you
it's
know
my
what?
time, it's gonna happen.
And that's what people need to grow and learn too. How would it be? Okay, me and you friends, we buddies, we friends, you know, and you had a goal and you exceeded. I had a goal, but mine ain't reached there yet. But I'm mad at you. That's crazy. I'm gonna
Yes,
be happy that
yes,
you can
be
expand it,
happy.
because I know yours expands. I can get that same thing going on too. You
Yes,
you would be an
absolutely.
inspiration to me. But
I'm gonna support you.
I'm gonna support you. Right.
Yes,
Right. How
and
would that
do
be like I
what
don't
you
support
doing
you?
and
Yeah.
be happy for
And be
you.
happy for you, because just like you did it, I can do it too. That's see,
Absolutely.
because that would be an inspiration to me. Like, oh God, my girl did it. That's my girl, and I know I'm supporting her. I'm happy for her, because just like those doors opened for her, God will do the same thing for you.
Amen.
And people got to
Amen.
understand now. You how you gonna be mad, because I love to see people expand and prosper and like, oh, I want that. I'm gonna do that too. I want to work on that too. If they can do it, I can do it. That's supposed to be an inspiration. But people get so
Yes.
mad. People get so mad, and people get so be hating, and people don't want to support, and because they see somebody doing good, like that, and that's terrible. You're supposed to be support, and any of my sisters, I don't care culture, whatever. If I see a sister expanding and doing good, I'm gonna be happy for her and pray for her, because you know what, she's an inspiration to me. She went out there and did it. I got goals and dreams, I can do it too.
And
But
you know you could do it
and
too.
you can do it too, but you like some people don't want to see you happy. That's why it's so important to not tell everything, like all the things that we doing. We're gonna keep it to ourselves, because we're not letting it out there. When you see
Right.
it, you see it.
Because people's be hating on
And
you
people be
and wishing for
hating.
your downfall
And
once
don't
you
want to see,
tell them. And
yeah.
so that's why you have to
Have
keep
to
your
keep it.
mouth shut and
Yeah.
just do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And
And then
then
I tell you,
let them see the end the
progress.
result.
Okay,
You know?
like we finna go. I'ma use me too. I remember when I started doing my craft. You remember when I think I started doing my craft from what, Baba, like 22, right? I said about
Right.
22.
About 20,
About
yeah, about
22.
22.
I started with just little 8x10 canvases, little 8x10
Right.
canvases. I always did craft all my teenage years, but I never got back into it until like I got in my, elder years, maybe like
But
22, 22.
even when you did it back then in 22,
Uh-huh.
I seen a vision and seeing your craft expanding and
Yeah.
expanding.
Yeah. But
Because from the very first one you did, I said, okay, Darlene, that's good,
yeah.
but you're gonna learn more and more as you go
Yeah.
along and
But
you put more time into it. And
and
look
I
at it now.
Right. That's what I was saying. That's why
You
I'm saying that, because and I remember I used to get it's okay. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. That's a waste of time. It'll do. But and it was like a disappointing thing, but then it was like, no, I know my craft, I know what I can do, and I'm gonna better this, right? I'm gonna better
right.
this. And now what it is, 24, now I'm making pictures and people buying them. You see what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
I didn't
Right.
what I'm saying is that I didn't let those negative words that were coming toward me discourage
get
me to
into
not
your
do it.
spirit and
Yeah, I didn't do
discourage
it.
you. Like maybe I don't need to be doing this.
Yeah,
Maybe this
yeah,
is not going to go nowhere. But you
right.
stay consistent with what you was doing
Yes. And
and
learn
stay
more from it.
positive
Got more
because you
creative.
knew.
Yes.
Yeah,
I got more
yes,
creative and changed the style of it and everything. And now look today. Now I'm my pictures, people are buying my pictures. So that's
yes,
what I'm saying. Don't stop your dreams, don't stop your goals, because people will, and if I had a setback, if I had to just set back and say, well, maybe they right, and just took all my craft and stuff and just do it back up in the closet and never did it, I wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? I'd just let
yeah.
that gift
That
that's
would
what
have
God
ended up.
gave me.
That
Yeah,
would have ended up just like our books. It
yeah,
would have back then. It would have never got done
yeah,
because look how long we both had the dream of writing,
yeah,
and we didn't do it when we was
yeah,
young, and
yes,
we didn't
yes,
do it, and
yeah,
we wait, until we get in 60s to actually put it out there.
well,
Just
that's because that was our
imagine.
season. That was our season. It didn't matter because you'd be like, I've been writing. I wrote this book when I was in my 20s, and now it's just coming out in my 60s because that's the season. That's when it was supposed to came out. Now, you see what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? Back then, it wasn't meant to come out then, because if it did, it would have happened. So everything is
Uh-huh.
for a season. Sometimes we question, like, why did it take so long? Because that was all in God's plans. That's what it was. It wasn't
Right.
for you then,
And
but it's
then
for you now.
sometimes I
Uh-huh.
agree with that too.
Uh-huh.
God's plan, I ain't gonna never knock God's plan.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I feel that God had put it in us already.
Uh-huh.
That's why we was writing back then.
Yes.
We just
No,
didn't do what
we
we were
didn't do it.
supposed
There
to
you
do
go. Yeah, yeah.
because we didn't have the correct mindset.
To do it. Yes.
God gave
Uh-huh.
every one of us a talent. Whether
Yes.
we use it or not, it's up
It's
to
up to
us.
us. Yes,
And
it's up to
so
us.
we put it on the back burner. But
Mm-hmm.
by God's grace, He allowed us, we didn't do it then, but He allowed us to do it now.
Yeah, do it now. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
to do it now. So that's just
Yeah.
a blessing. Because
Yeah.
we didn't do it back then. Well, by at this point in our life, we would have been uh best selling authors and all of that.
I
Uh,
know.
life full of so much more than what we have going on now. But
Yeah.
we didn't let it
We didn't let it
continue
stop
to
us.
stop us.
Yeah.
So we just lay bloomers, and
Yeah.
I'm liking it being a
And
late
I did too.
bloomer.
It's more, and you know what? And now it's more. We relax with it now.
Yeah,
It's nothing that's in our way. No kids, no issues, no problem. We have the time now to just relax and do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right.
the blessings of all of it. It's an enjoyment to do it now. And you get
Yes.
something out of it when it's all done, and you see the progress you have done, and you be like,
And the
yeah.
pride that you feel by
Yes,
accomplishing
by
that.
accomplishing it. Yes. Yep.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
I'm
It
happy
is.
for both of us. And
Yeah.
may our dreams continue to come to reality, become
Yeah.
a reality.
Yes, it
Because we're
is.
gonna keep our mindset of getting it done and we're gonna put in the work.
Yes, we are. And we ain't gonna let nothing stand in the way. And I'd be so what I say, I got like 5, 6 more months. Five,
Right.
6 more months. And I'm looking forward to retirement, everything, because after when you
And
get older and you start looking at things, and you be like, okay, you be procrastinating, and you got dreams and you got goals, and there's things that you're trying to do. Then you say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that. No, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And I had just got to the point this year, that's it. I'm done. This is it.
right.
This is it. I am finally done. And the devil always creep in there and say, you ain't ready to retire yet. You can go a couple of 2 more years or so. You're a lie.
Okay.
You're a lie. You're
And
like,
I'm
because
excited
you know when you're
about,
tired. Yeah, you know when you're
yeah.
tired because you know when you get to a point. See, I know I'm ready. I'm ready because when you get to a point, your body. First of all, your body tell you it's enough. That's first of
Yes.
all. Your body tell you, okay, darling, you didn't had it. That's it. Because I ain't getting no older. I mean, I ain't getting no younger. And I said, and sometimes you just gotta say enough. This is what I'm going to do. And sometimes you just got to step out on faith, Barbara, and just
Oh,
do.
yeah.
You have to. You can't be procrastinating. I know this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna say I'm just stepping out on faith. And God, you just take me on this journey,
Oh, yes.
and you know where I'm
He
going.
he
Yeah,
leading the way.
He
You
leading the
just,
way.
yeah, he's leading
Yeah,
the way,
He
just
leading the
gonna
way.
follow. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited about the other avenues that we got going on that
Yes.
gonna
Yes. We got it.
get
Yes.
in motion.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited about that and can't wait.
Look, the kids already say, "Oh God, y'all already too the hard way. You two finna get together. It's finna be on."
I'm so looking forward to it.
Because you know what, I'm because we go getters, and
Right.
that's what I love about it. Because we go getters, and when we set our mind to do something, we do it. And thank God it becomes and it happens and it becomes success because we did it, because we put that mindset, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, and we made it happen.
Yeah,
And
we
that's
made
what
it
we have
happen.
you to do. Like I said, you just can't sit on things. You gotta have that spirit. You gotta have that spunk to just get up and do it, and it happens because you
And
can't sit
that
on it.
determination.
That determination,
That
yeah.
determination.
No matter
Don't let
what is,
nobody instill doubt in you
yeah, whatever
of
comes
what
your
your
way.
potentials are. You
Yeah,
know your potentials.
yeah,
And sometimes we set it at a certain level, but at
yeah.
this point in our life, we want to rise above that
There
level
you go. We want to
because
go
our
over and
potentials are
beyond.
much
Yes,
greater than we have achieved already. And
yes,
so
yes.
we have to keep pushing, 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 pushing
Hmm.
until we satisfy with where we at, and
I
we
remember,
still
Baba,
don't advance from that.
and now I'm a go. But I remember. I went through so much. Well, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back some years ago, and this was an encouragement to me. And I think from there, I never stopped doing what I say I want to do. Right? I remember I was told. I think I was like 17 or 18. I was going through things at the time in high school. I didn't graduate, but I was determined to get a high school diploma. So I went to night school and got my GED, right? I
Uh-huh.
remember getting my GED. I got my GED. I said, nope, I was with a baby. I think I had Taisha then. And I was always taught, oh, you got a baby. You ain't gonna finish no school. I would never remember you ain't gonna be accomplished nothing. You just gonna be out there. You gonna have babies, you gonna do this and you gonna do that. And I wound up having Taisha. And then I said, after I had her, I want my high school diploma, right? So I was determined. I went and got my GED, right? And then
Right.
once I got my GED, I said, I'm not stopping there. I felt good getting that
I
GED.
know that was an accomplishment.
Right, walking across the stage in that gown, I felt good. Even though it was night school, GED, I didn't care. It was a
Right.
diploma, right?
You accomplished
Yeah.
your
I
goal.
did. So then after that, oh, that's just a GED. Hold on. Then I get the GED. Then I hear, oh, that ain't no big accomplishment. That's just a GED. That ain't not like you
See
walked
what
across.
I'm saying?
Hold on.
That negativity
Okay.
trying to
So then
stop your growth.
I said, really? So then I said, okay, I got the GED now. Let's take it a little bit farther. So I went to Kennedy King College, right?
Yes.
Like Wentworth. I said, I'm gonna go to Kennedy King now, and I'm going back to school. So what I do? I wound up getting an associate's degree for preschool, right? Okay,
Okay.
got the preschool. I wound up getting a job at the YMCA. I was there for like 11 years, preschool, high school. I mean, head teacher, right? I said, okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. And I worked for that for years and years and years and years. Then when I got in my 40s, Did I get my 40? But no, I got in my 50s. Let me go. Then when I got in my 50s, okay, took that all the way through the associate's degree. Then I said, here it again, negativity. That's just associate degree. That ain't nothing. I'm telling you, when you been funny. And here, that's just an associate degree. That ain't nothing.
Haters gonna be haters.
I said, boy, this and it's coming from the same people. I said, boy, these people they don't want to see you accomplish nothing. I said, okay, all the way here, all that crap till my 50. Then I said, you know what? I'm going back to school. Now I'm gonna get my bachelor's degree. Right?
Okay.
Went on, girl, got the bachelor's degree. Again, that ain't nothing. That's just a bachelor's degree.
Oh my goodness! Stop it, girl.
And then wait a minute. Then talking another level. What, 59? About 59, about 60, now 59 to 60, I round up getting my dime. And I say 58. Yeah, 58. I round up I took it another level. I got my master's degrees. Then they shut up.
That's a success story.
Wait a minute. Then the negativity stopped. Whoa, you got your master's degree? Like, yeah.
See, people try to start your growth with their words.
And from me showing myself that I can accomplish anything that I want to do. Yes, it showed me a lot that I can succeed and do anything that I want to do. That's why people gotta just, don't let people, because people would down you. People would tell you what you can accomplish. People will work on seeing you not being successful and everything, right? And then it'll do something to you, but you got to go above all of that and say, yes, I can. And that's what I had to do.
That reminds me, darling. I forgot what topic that was we were speaking on. And the young lady, our background, everybody around her porn. Remember that topic, porn? And she holding her ears. She's not trying to let that get in her spirit. Yeah. That is a life experience. Yes, this is what you have to do throughout life, because it's going to always be negative people that try to stun your growth, to try to get all of that negativity in your spirit to stop you from expanding. Yes. And so you have to just don't hear it.
And do it.
And keep your positive mindset. Because the only thing that can stop you from your growth
is you. Yes.
Nobody else could do it. Only you. They could only do it if you allow them to
do it. Yes.
But if you keep that negativity out of your spirit and turn you can't or you won't, keep that positive, you're going to keep thriving and keep thriving and make it out.
Yeah, because I used to okay, they said it again. I'm going to show them again. That's what I said, really? I'm going to show you again what I'm capable of doing, right?
Yes.
And it's just amazing. But like I said, this is a good topic, Barbara.
Yes, it was too. It was a good topic and enjoyed it. Yeah. And this the first one this year. But we're going to do our best to try to stay a little more consistent with it, even though sometimes our schedules is not
crazy
to, get things done the way we want to, because we're working on so much more and looking forward to that. But it was good being back.
It was.
Enjoyed the topic.
I know, and you guys, we're gonna see you guys again. We're gonna try. We really do try, you guys, on Sundays to do this. But Barbara's schedule can be busy sometimes, and my work schedule can be busy sometimes, and it's kind of hard. At the end of the day, I'm really tired, or we are planning, but then I'm tired or sleepy, and we don't just want to come on here and just do anything. We want to be at our right mindset when we come on here, because we want you to enjoy what the topics that we talk about. And you see us, we have fun when we do it. We just talk and let it flow. So,
because even though our topic, we got a little off our topic and went into open discussions, but it's when you round it up, it was still choosing peace over drama.
Drama. Yes, it
It
was.
was
It's
still
still the
because
same
we was
thing.
talking about the
Yep.
negativity that people could
Yes.
bring into your life if you allow it to happen.
You allow it to happen.
So
yes.
rise above all the drama, all the negative remarks, all this is nothing, all that ain't nothing, all this ain't going nowhere. Just sit back and watch us fly.
Yeah. All right, you guys. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And we'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.